watching 6 Stories at 6. A very good evening. I'm Shivangi Shukla. Let's see what's making news today. Big setback for CM Mamata. Supreme Court has paused the FIRs registered against ED officials in connection with the IPAC raids. And Air India plane crash probe updates are coming in. Pilot's body slam summons to Captain Sumit Sabharwal's relative. Situation is worsening in Iran. Families of Indian seafarers detained in Iran have made a desperate appeal for evacuation. When we talk about Iran, US President Trump has said that Iran has halted killings and executions, holding off strikes after assurances. Maharashtra votes and civic body polls, high-stakes battle in Mumbai and Pune. 1,700 candidates are vying for 227 seats in the BMC polls. And finally, the 78th Army Day Parade held in Jaipur, drawing huge crowds as the Indian Army showcased modern weapons, new units and military strength. So let's start off with the top story coming in. The legal battle between the ED and the West Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee has taken a very dramatic turn today. Leaked WhatsApp chats have exposed an alleged plot to instigate anarchy and disrupt the law and order in Kolkata. The chats reveal the plan to mobilize a mob to gather outside the Calcutta High Court on Jan 9th and hamper the hearing process. Supreme Court has taken a strong stance, stating that the attempt to disrupt the court proceedings was intentional and not innocent. More in our next report.
The legal drama between ED and Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee now takes a new turn. Leaked WhatsApp chats now expose a chilling plot to instigate anarchy. A mob allegedly mobilized through group messages, with clear instructions to gather outside the Calcutta High Court on January 9th to hamper the hearing process. The aim? Create chaos, disrupt law and order, and derail a crucial judicial hearing. This isn't protest. It's a calculated attempt to intimidate institutions and obstruct justice. The revelations comes a massive setback for Mamata Banerjee and the Bengal police. The Supreme Court also ordered that every FIR registered against Enforcement Directorate officers will now be frozen. BJP also launched a sharp attack on Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee.
जंगल राज का प्रतीक कौन? अराजकता की मूर्ति, जंगल राज का प्रतीक ममता बनर्जी। और बड़े दुख से कहना पड़ता है, ये वो व्यक्ति है जो संविधान की शपथ लेता है, जो मुख्यमंत्री है पश्चिम बंगाल का, जो गृह मंत्री भी है। जंगल राज कैसा होता है? जंगल राज बिल्कुल ममता राज जैसा होता है।
BJP went on to compare Bengal's government to Jungle Raj.
गुंडागर्दी देखिए, हमारे देश की संवैधानिक उच्च न्यायालय को गुंडों से डराने का प्रयास करते हैं। और जो बात सर्वोच्च न्यायालय ने संज्ञान ली, उच्च न्यायालय क्या कहता है सुनिए। और इसीलिए पुनः कहूंगा, ये ममता बनर्जी जंगल राज का प्रतीक है, अराजकता की मूर्ति है। और जंगल राज कैसा होता है? बिल्कुल ममता राज जैसा होता है।
The top court also recalls how a CBI team was attacked in Bengal earlier, raising concerns over the safety of central officers and the possibility of conducting fair investigations. The ED makes a clear demand. The case should be moved out of Bengal. A CBI probe is sought into the attacks on ED officers, citing the alleged role of state machinery. The ED alleges an atmosphere of complete anarchy. Material seized during searches was allegedly taken away illegally. With all FIRs stayed and the spotlight firmly on alleged intimidation, the Supreme Court signals zero tolerance for interference in investigations.
Viewers, the Federation of Indian Pilots has accused the Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau of harassing the family of deceased pilot Captain Sumit Sabharwal by summoning his nephew Captain Varun Anand in connection with the Air India crash probe. Now, the FIP claims that Captain Anand has no association with the flight or the accident and is being summoned solely due to his familial relationship. They have called the move unlawful and contrary to international aviation investigation norms. Take a look.
The Federation of Indian Pilots has accused the AAIB of harassing the family of deceased pilot Captain Sumit Sabharwal by summoning his nephew in AI-171 crash probe. FIP has issued a notice to the Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau regarding the summoning of Captain Varun Anand in connection with the investigation of the AI-171 crash. The letter flags the fact that Captain Varun Anand had no association with the aircraft or the flight in question. He was not present at the site of the accident and does not possess any factual, technical or operational knowledge relating to the circumstances of the accident. The Federation has objected that the communication calling Captain Varun Anand does not disclose the statutory provision under which he has been summoned, nor does it specify the purpose of the summons or the capacity in which his presence is required.
AIB had written to the airline, and the airline has been pressurizing the captain to go and attend the proceedings with AIB. It is against the rules of the AIB and also as per Annex 13 of ICAO. This does not fall under the purview of the calling of Varun to AIB. Does not fall under these categories of any witnesses who would be of any use towards the finalization of the inquiry.
According to the notice, the summoning of Captain Anand is solely on account of his familial relationship with the deceased pilot, which is stated to be impermissible in law. The notice asserts that such summoning is without jurisdiction. Captain Varun Anand is neither a factual witness, nor a technical witness, nor an expert witness in relation to the accident. Instead of objectively examining systemic, mechanical or operational causes, it is feared that there is a possible attempt to attribute full responsibility to the deceased flight crew. Father of late Captain Sumit Sabharwal and FIP have already approached the Supreme Court challenging the independence and fairness of the investigation.
Viewers, the families of Indian seafarers detained in Iran have made an urgent appeal to the External Affairs Ministry. At least 16 Indians were detained after the oil tanker MT Valiant Roar was intercepted at Iran's Bandar Abbas port. Families claim no consular access has been given and allege that the Indian crew members had been taken to prison by Iranian guards. Take a look at this report as calls grow louder to bring back those Indians.
Families of Indian seafarers detained in Iran have made a desperate appeal to the Ministry of External Affairs seeking urgent diplomatic intervention. At least 15 Indian crew members were detained after the oil tanker MT Valiant Roar was intercepted at Bandar Abbas port in Iran. According to the appeal submitted by the families, the vessel operated by Prime Tankers LLC Dubai was intercepted by Iran's Revolutionary Guard on December 8, 2025. The ship had 17 to 18 crew members on board, including 15 nationals. Families claim that on January 6, 2026, 10 crew members were taken into custody and jailed by Iran authorities. They say 6 to 7 crew members, including the captain, continue to remain on board the vessel. The families allege that they have had no contact with the detained seafarers and have received no official information on their location, health, legal status, or charges. Republic TV spoke to the families of the detained Indian seafarers. The families claim that no consular access has been provided to any of the Indian crew members so far.
with regards to the response that you all have got so far. You are saying that it's almost been a month since the detention has actually taken place. Now the latest information coming in of the fact that the crew members have been taken into the prison. Have they actually told you what are the charges and what is your window of communication right now?
No, sir, nothing.
There are no charges. I mean, we cannot get. I have tried with various sources. Even the consulates or the ambassador, they are not aware of the charges yet. Even the master on board, they are not aware of the charges yet. They don't have any information what are the charges, why they have been taken to prison, no idea. And whoever you speak to, all of them are giving a vague reasons of taking them to prison. At the moment, nothing is, we really cannot understand what actually is the scenario. Of late, since the internet in Iran has been shut down, the communication is still like now we are not able to get in touch with the consulates or even the ambassador. So whatever information I'm getting from the master on board.
The incident comes amid ongoing protests and heightened tensions in Iran, raising serious concerns over the safety and rights of Indian seafarers. Families are now urging the government of India to ensure consular access, ascertain the well-being of the crew, and work towards their early release and safe return.
Viewers, tensions are high after the execution of a 26-year-old boy by Iran. US President Trump says Iran has halted killings and executions, holding off strikes, citing assurances he received. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi says that there is no plans to execute protesters, while repeating claims that foreign elements are behind the unrest. Here's more into that developing story.
Iran death toll stands at 2,571. One 26-year-old has been executed, but there is a hint of thaw, at least for now. Trump claims Iran has stopped the executions.
We've been told that the killing in Iran is stopping, and it's stopped, and it's stopping. And there's no plan for executions or executions. So I've been told that on good authority. We'll find out about it. I'm sure if it happens, we'll all be very upset, including you will be very upset.
Meanwhile, Iran downplayed the number of deaths, saying it is not in thousands but in hundreds. He also urged Trump to engage diplomatically. Foreign Minister Araghchi says situation is under control. He also called this an Israeli plot. An Israeli plot, or Iran hiding the crackdown, or US prepping up to invade Iran? Middle East can blow up any time if diplomacy fails.
And viewers, polling for the BMC elections in Maharashtra has been going on. It's over now, and the voter turnout was quite decent. It looks like the BJP-led Mahayuti alliance is locked in a fierce contest with the reunited Thackeray cousins. A polling process, however, witnessed several issues with the voter list leading to diversion of voters to alternate polling booths. And various claims were also made over the indelible ink which was used during those voting processes. Here's a look at what unfolded on polling day.
These are the first BMC polls since the 2022 split in the Shiv Sena, when Eknath Shinde, now Deputy Chief Minister, broke away with a majority of the party's MLAs and allied with the BJP to become the Chief Minister. The polling saw a turnout of 41.08% till 3:30 p.m. Voting took place in 227 wards with approximately 1,700 candidates contesting. The stakes are high for the Thackeray brothers as well as the BJP Shiv Sena alliance following the ruling Mahayuti's resounding victory in last year's assembly elections. Various leaders came and casted their vote. Maharashtra CM Devendra Fadnavis came along with his family and casted his vote.
हमारी म्यूनिसिपल कॉरपोरेशन का चुनाव हो रहा है। हमारे लोकतंत्र की एक ऐसी इकाई है जिसको हम लोकतंत्र की मूलगामी आधारशिला कह सकते हैं। मैं ऐसा मानता हूं कि मतदान ये केवल आपका अधिकार नहीं है, तो ये आपका कर्तव्य भी है। लोकतंत्र में अगर हम अच्छा शासन चाहते हैं तो हम मतदान के लिए जाएं। इसलिए मैंने भी मतदान किया है।
After casting his vote, Maharashtra's Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde stated that voter turnout in Mumbai had surpassed 25%, suggesting that residents are eager for change.
कॉन्फिडेंट है मैं, और मुझे डेवलपमेंट पे भरोसा है। लोग आरोप पे नहीं, टीका टिप्पणी पे नहीं, लोग डेवलपमेंट पे वोट करेंगे, डेवलपमेंट पे वोट करेंगे। इसलिए मुंबई में देखा है कि 25% से ज़्यादा वोटिंग हुई है। यह बदलाव का चिन्ह है। वो एलिगेशन करते हैं, अभी उनको पता चला है कि हम हारने वाले। वो लोग अपोजिशन हारने का ग्राउंड तैयार कर रहा है और इसलिए वो सब आरोप प्रत्यारोप कर रहे हैं। हमें उससे कुछ ये नहीं है, परहेज नहीं, वो अपना आरोप करें। लोग तो वोटिंग करेंगे विकास को, डेवलपमेंट को और अपना भविष्य सुरक्षित करने के लिए।
Speaking to Republic, Rajya Sabha MP Milind Deora stated that this time the victory will be for the organization.
बहुत ही भारी बहुमत से महायुति जीतने जा रही है और इसका एक साफ कारण है कि पिछले 25 वर्षों से भारत का नहीं, एशिया का सबसे अमीर, सबसे बड़ा महानगर पालिका का पूरी तरह से दुरुपयोग किया गया है और लोग बदलाव चाहते हैं, परिवर्तन चाहते हैं। लोगों ने देखा है कि पिछले कई सालों में केंद्र सरकार के सहयोग से राज्य सरकार ने आम मुंबईकरों के लिए, उनके समस्याओं को दूर करने के लिए, ट्रांसपोर्ट की समस्या हो, गृह निर्माण की समस्या हो, उन समस्याओं को दूर करने के लिए स्टेट गवर्नमेंट पूरी तरह से उनके लिए उपलब्ध है, अवेलेबल है, काम कर रही है।
Meanwhile, the crucial BMC polls in Mumbai was marred with allegations that the ink used on voters' fingers could be easily wiped off. Reacting to the allegations, MNS chief Raj Thackeray blamed the government and stated that the government can do anything to stay in power. Whereas the State Election Commission strongly dismissed concerns that removal of the ink could enable repeat voting. The State Election Commission has clarified that if any person is found trying to vote again after removing the ink mark, appropriate legal action will be taken against them. Priyanka Chaturvedi, Shiv Sena UBT MP, raised another issue and complained that her name was missing from the voter list at her usual booth. With polling now concluded amid a high-voltage political contest and a day marked by logistical issues and allegations, the focus now shifts to the counting of votes scheduled to begin tomorrow at 8 a.m. The results are expected to decide the future course of Mumbai's civic body and set the tone for Maharashtra's political landscape in the days ahead.
And viewers, for the first time, India's Army Day parade moved out of a cantonment and onto open city streets. Jaipur has turned into a battlefield showcase. BrahMos missiles, tanks, drones, robot dogs and Apache helicopters on display. And the first public appearance of the new Bhairav battalion. The day also carried very deep emotion as heroes of Operation Sindoor were honoured and gallantry medals were awarded to the martyrs. Here is a report.
January 15, India's Army Day, commemorating the day India took command of its own army in 1949. This year it is historic. For the first time ever, the Army Day parade is being held outside a military cantonment on public city roads.
आर्मी डे की आप सबको हार्दिक बधाई। मैं आपके माध्यम से भारतीय सेना के सभी सैनिकों, हमारे सिविलियन कर्मचारियों, वेटरन्स, वीर नारियों और उनके परिवारजनों को हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। जयपुर में सेना दिवस का आयोजन सेना को नागरिकों के और करीब लाने का प्रयास है। परेड के अलावा नो योर आर्मी मेला जैसे कार्यक्रमों ने इस संबंध को और मजबूत किया। आज शाम शौर्य संध्या में ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के दौरान सेना के साहस, अनुशासन और क्षमता का प्रदर्शन किया जाएगा।
Jaipur hosts the parade on Mahal Road, Jagatpura. Thousands line the streets to witness history. A 3-kilometer parade route, over 1.5 lakh spectators in attendance. Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi and CDS General Anil Chauhan lead the ceremony. The parade is led by Gallantry Award winners Ashok Chakra, Paramveer Chakra and Mahavir Chakra recipients. Valor leads the march, pride leads the parade. First public appearance of the newly raised Bhairav Battalion. Positioned between Para-Special Forces and Infantry, the Bhairav Battalion is built for quick, precise, offensive operations in modern warfare. Garhwal Scouts, Sikkim Scouts and Arunachal Scouts march past in full battle gear. The all-girls NCC contingent steals the spotlight, showcasing India's youth power. BrahMos missile system on public roads. India's supersonic strike capability on display. Pinaka rocket launcher follows, symbol of India's long-range firepower. Eyes shift to the sky. Apache attack helicopters perform aggressive maneuvers overhead, a demonstration of air dominance and combat readiness. Robot dogs lead the column, signaling the arrival of robotics in modern warfare. Combat drones displayed, highlighting India's growing drone warfare capability. The Integrated Drone Detection and Interdiction System (IDDIS), capable of soft kill and hard kill of aerial threats. A glimpse of future warfare, smart, fast and technology driven. Advanced towed artillery gun system, an M777 ultralight howitzer on display. Akash Tir air defense system showcased, battle proven during Operation Sindoor. Jaipur turns into a sea of tricolours. Patriotism fills the streets. Infantry, paratroopers, mechanized units, a complete picture of India's army. Not just a parade, but a statement of strength, sacrifice and self-reliance. From Jaipur streets, India sends a powerful message to the world. The Indian Army stands ready. The nation stands proud.
And viewers, that's all we have on 6 stories that 6, but do not go anywhere. Next is Live and Breaking with my colleague Rakshita Mishra.